Let me welcome you to the Smokebox. Windows up, couple in rotation. Hot boxed out about 3 or 4 faces.
Welcome to another edition of the BREALTV Smokebox. I'm here. It's, the box is full. I'm here with my good friends, Don and Aaron of DNA Genetics. DNA Genetics. And we have Mr. Damon Staleblazer in the back seat of the medication show of BREALTV. We're just gonna get this bitch lit, and we'll get into it straight away. In case you guys don't know, if you're not like a certified, connoisseur, let me start off by saying DNA Genetics are responsible for a lot of award-winning strains, dominant strains that have been killing it in the cannabis cups of all sorts, in the extracts world as well. And when we came up with doing the Smokebox, it started off with musicians and stuff like that, but we wanted to do a little bit more and speak to the marijuana culture, and so my good friends at DNA decided to talk to us about these award-winning strains. And I gotta tell you, I'm smoking something called the banana split right now, and it's fucking splitting the taste buds. Welcome, guys.
What's up, brother?
Thanks for having us in the ride.
Hey, thanks for being. I mean, it's only right. I mean, because you get so many of these artists and a lot of us entertainers that smoke the shit. You know what I mean? But rarely, do we get enough of the guys who actually grow the shit that's actually providing the fucking monstrosities of highs that exist here, man. That we're just getting stoned and not paying homage to the fucking guys. I mean, hey, listen, I got my thing, but I'm saying aside from my thing, there's many others out there doing it on a huge scale. You guys are one of them, man. So I know that the Kosher Kush is one of the crowning strains that actually was probably for some of the award-winning shit, right?
Yeah, kosher, definitely. I mean, that's people all over the world right now are winning with that strain. There's somebody who just won in South America in the Andes in some cut, grew it from seed. It's cool to provide the world with
the genetics,
so they can experience what we're so fortunate to have here in California.
Right.
It's pretty fucking cool.
And you guys are purveyors of some of the great genetics of this time too. I mean, you guys fuck with the Kosher Kush, you guys fuck with the Tangy, you guys fuck with these new strains right now.
Lemon Drays.
Chocolate.
Yeah, the LA Con still
What's your process like? How do you select the ones to cross up with another and know that it's gonna work, or is it just like a fucking gamble?
You got a plan when you go in. Like, you have the idea because you have the male that you know what it does, and the female, you know what she does.
Right.
And you start thinking, well, shit, if this one had that smell but had that, growth pattern, that could be a winner. And
right.
You start from there.
It doesn't always work. Sometimes you cross two.
Yeah, crosses don't always work out, but there have been many good crosses in the last 5-10 years.
Yeah, it's all about having the parents to make those crosses, to make those F1 hybrids.
Right.
Because as a grower, I personally like to choose which one I want to keep around.
Right.
Rather than just be stuck with everything that looks exactly the same, which isn't bad to have, but it's nice to have a selection.
Right.
Because what you might like, I might not like. Just like wine tasting and
everybody has their different flavors.
Exactly.
Some people like the mild high of the sativa, some people like that fucking headbang boogie of the indica, and some people like the hybrid, like where it gives you a little bit of both. Maybe one's more dominant than the other.
Yeah, we really like, I think what Don and I have always searched for is the best tasting,
right,
and the best smelling. THC percentage is always out the window.
Right.
CBD, we don't really care. We've probably thrown away so many special strains that are good in on paper, but aren't really good to me and him.
Right.
Not the taste palette.
No, the taste palette just isn't there.
Yeah, and I gotta say that if anybody took the taste test with your flour or the extracts, definitely it's gonna affect the taste palette for sure.
Well, that's what we've been striving for, you know.
I mean, at a certain point, when you smoke as much as we do, like all of us, when you smoke a whole joint, it doesn't really matter if it's 20% THC or 15% THC. You're high. So a
True
lot of
that.
people are just trying to
Pump
get the
up their
highest
numbers,
shit. Yeah, and it's like, man, what about the whole, the terpenes, this flavor, the smell, how you are on the ride on the way there?
Now for those who don't like that are watching, they're maybe music fans more than anything. To explain to them what a terpene is, a phenome is, and because I mean, there's a lot of language now that exists.
Yeah, exactly.
That didn't exist 5-10 years ago in our world. You know what I mean? Because people weren't they weren't scientists like they are.
Well, it wasn't being used as much. Those words weren't being used as much as they are
Used
being
today.
used. Exactly. Terpenes are like the flavor and the smell of the cannabis flowers. It's what.
The crystal you see on the
Yeah,
frost.
it's all
flavor.
within that trichome.
Right.
That really dictates which way you're going with your high, the terpenes.
Right.
It's not really THC, it's more of the flavor and the smell.
Right.
Like you can have a high percentage, but if it doesn't have really anything unique about the smell or anything, it's not usually such a great flower. But if you add a unique smell to it, it changes the whole thing, you know?
Changes the whole
Yeah.
trip of
It's
it.
kind of like, also, terpenes are so, it's like the flavor, it's like a memory thing. Like, how many times in your life, I don't know, for me, if I smell a certain smell of a pipe, it reminds me of my grandfather,
Right.
always. You
Right.
know what I mean? And that's the terpene, that's the smell, that's the what triggers the mind, that's what's getting you your experience, you know what I mean? So same thing with the weed. If you have something that's just gets you fucked up and just smashes you, well, cool, but that's not it, you know? I mean, if you could actually have a great experience and it can, bring you back or remind, how many times have you smoked some old weed and be like, damn, that reminds me of high school or something, and that's the same type of vibration. So it comes down to the terpenes.
Exactly, man. And a lot of these people now, you could look on the flower you might buy at a collective. Get yourself one of them microscopes and shit with the LED light and inspect it. And if you put up one of the DNA genetics flowers up against any other flower, you're gonna see more of those trichomes, which contains those terpenes. You know what I mean? And I mean.
You're just going to enjoy when you open up
Yeah.
that bag, you're going to smile because the smell and the taste of those flowers are so good.
What got you into cultivation in the first place?
Cannabis has been like, when my brother was alive a long time ago, he would smoke a lot of weed, and we're from Hollyweed,
Hollyweed.
so so basically that's where we're from, and cannabis has been around. And, I guess growing cannabis, it all started by throwing those swaggy seeds out the window, right?
Yeah.
And that
Jack and the Beanstalk.
exactly, that little bush that's, like your neighbor tells you, oh, you're growing weed right now.
Really?
What?
What?
My bad.
Hey, I'll tell you what. This is so true, right? Because motherfuckers, I'll tell you a real quick story, right? Back in the day, Send Dog and a lot of us on the block, we'd chill, we smoked weed in his backyard, and we were smoking swag.
Yeah,
so
you throw the
with
seeds
swag,
too, bro.
A bunch of seeds got thrown off, and a year later, this guy had a 15-foot fucking stress tree in his backyard. He didn't even know till the gardeners told him, what do you want us to do with the mota? And he's like, what mota? What are you talking about? He goes, this tree right here. This is mota. That's when Sen was like, oh shit, we gotta cut it down and fucking sling it. No, hey, it was funny, but that's really how it is though. But I want to ask you a question. I mean, because you guys are obviously from California, but you've been around the world and you've, saw what the cannabis world has to offer. Where do you think's got the best cannabis in the world?
Right here in Cali, bro. Come on.
On a large scale?
Yes.
I lived in Amsterdam
California.
14 years, And
California.
I still come back to LA, bro.
It's
for the weed.
disappointing
California,
sometimes, right?
It's definitely
Going-
disappointing. If you don't make it yourself, and trust me, it's fucking hard in Amsterdam to fucking grow weed. And it's a struggle. But if you don't grow it yourself, it's a crapshoot. You know, you come there a lot, and it's fucked up. Cali is still the mecca. Still the mecca, no matter what.
You could bring your salon tech with you, bro, and whatever swag you pick up in any country, you compress that shit and make some rosin and then take a dab.
And then take a dab. Huh?
You know?
Real easy.
Make it easy.
Hey,
You want that much.
But I'll say this about it though, like in the places around, you know, like overseas and stuff like that, in Spain and Holland and other places that are now opening up, I do see your guys' presence, and that opened up like for Americans and Canadians who want that shit that we smoke here. You know, they fucking go to the shops where your shit is at. Where are some of the shops, you know, in Amsterdam and
all of
them?
Like in Amsterdam, well, the ones that like, I mean, they all kind of have our shit for sure. I mean, one way or the other, they're all selling our shit. But the sanctioned shops are the ones that get it from, you know, the homies. Let's just say, would be Voyager's coffee shop, Dampering coffee shop, the original Dampering. Even fucking Greenhouse, sometimes we give them some shit because we're really good friends with those guys, and Yo's the homie.
Salute to Greenhouse.
So yeah, definitely. So they get our shit too, and basically anybody who I mean, it comes down to if we have enough, and that's always the problem is you never make enough of the bomb shit. There's always enough of the swag, but there's never enough of the
there's
bomb.
never enough of the bomb.
Worldwide problem.
Now, I want to speak to this though. You guys are constantly expanding. Chile is about to legalize down there, but they do have some legislation in place that allows people to have it, carry, and grow. I saw you guys doing a collaboration, DNA and Pure, right?
Yeah, Pure DNA.
Pure DNA. And you know, does that fucking stoke you out? I mean, fucking, did you see that? Like, the opportunity to do this has got to be.
Yeah, you see the opportunity, and I mean, it's way beyond Pure DNA in Chile. Pure DNA is just our distribution company.
Switching to the banana pie, not to
Oh no worries. I'm almost ready to switch up too, to a Tangy joint.
I got a fucking fatty of the kosher OG if anyone wants it right here.
Oh, you could just
man,
throw.
I'm on that
You could just.
Chocolo.
You could
See,
just.
damn.
You could just.
flavor,
You know,
bro.
float that around. I'll hit that
Flavor,
too. You know.
There's the kosher right there, bro. If you want to hit that shit right now.
This
Boom.
is one of the
That's it.
smokiest boxes.
So what's on the list, next year for DNA?
Well, I mean, Chile, like B's saying, Chile is popping off, and that's going great. I mean, just to touch on that real quick again, would be our distribution company. We're selling all seed companies down there. All, you know, decent seed companies are getting sold by us down there, and we're just trying to bring the ganja culture to South America. It's like a budding flower. It's just getting started, you know what I mean? And so it's like, fuck, bro, if we can be anywhere where there's a cannabis movement,
Which one was this
it's just cool that they're not fucking
Kosher.
trying to fucking incarcerate us and shit, you know what I mean? They're calling us for, you know, countries are calling us to
I'll
do
pass
work.
this back to you.
I don't know. That shit is crazy, man. Just to not have to run, you're actually helping people. And whole countries, whole continents are waking up. And it's exciting. Chile's exciting.
That's the good part about it, is that everybody's fucking waking up.
Yeah.
You know, and man, you gotta love that.
Even Amsterdam, bro, right before I got on the plane last week, there was an article in the paper that said the local governments are going to vote this week about giving licenses for coffee shops to grow their weed, so they can give licenses to their growers to grow. So they're already starting to get progressive over there when everyone thinks it's over.
Tangy.
And so slowly, you know what I mean? Slowly. I've been saying from the beginning that there's no way that country could be so progressive for 35 years and then just go ass backwards for the last few years with the ganja thing. So it's just a matter of time, I think. It's
I believe so
changing.
too. I think it's all a matter of time. Do you guys think that next year we're gonna legalize it here in California, or do you think we're still behind a couple of years?
We might be still behind. You know, it would be nice if it
I hope
happened.
so.
You know, it would definitely be nice.
It would be great for guys like us.
Yeah, we should all team up on make a super team.
Super team.
You know what I'm saying?
The
And
super
we all
friends.
apply for licenses, and then we all work together.
I like that idea.
You know, and then we work together, so then we all win together.
Like with the way they lobby for shit.
Totally.
It's like
Exactly.
a pack of fucking people that do that.
We're the West Side lobbyists.
The West Side lobbyists. Now let me ask you this, all right? For like an up and coming grower, what would be the most important tip you would tell this motherfucker? Because you ain't gonna give away your whole game, but what would be like
that
the,
shit is easy,
the
bro.
most important tip? I mean, I kind of know it.
Bro, the best tip
Don't
ever
overwater.
is only listen to one motherfucker. Pick one of your homies that you think grows good weed and listen to that motherfucker.
Because
Or pick
everybody,
one- yeah,
'cause
they're all gonna tell
everybody
you,
comes
bro.
and
Yeah.
tells you,
They're the best. They know what's up, and whatever you're doing, they're gonna
try
adjust
this,
it.
try
Yeah,
that,
try
do
that.
this, do this, do that.
Just listen to one dude.
I gotta say,
Shit.
the two things I would say is don't overwater and fucking definitely flush the fucking
Oh
shit
yeah,
out.
flush the weed.
10, 15 days, whatever. Flush that shit the fuck out.
And don't flush the weed with something that you need to flush out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need any.
You know,
like,
you just
fucking
use your
shit.
water, man, and flush your weed. When your leaves are the big leaves are yellow and drooping and dying, and you don't want to take a picture of your plant, you know
That's
you've
good.
done a good job.
That's good.
Boom. There it is. Okay, so this is always the last question in the box. Aside from what you guys develop, what strain out there do you like that you would like to produce, but it's somebody else's shit? I mean, and that's probably you probably
No,
got everything already.
Oh, bro, Crockett Family Farms has crazy shit. Bro.
You know, like Tangy comes from Crockett Family Farms. We're the first one to put it into seed form,
Right,
but it's his variety.
right.
We don't knock it. You know, we love it.
Crockett's got bomb shit.
I like Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue.
You know what I'm saying? I think
That's some good shit.
it's some good shit. You know, like there's like OG Kush.
Yeah.
I still like to smoke OG Kush. Who created it? That's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
We know who brought it over here.
Right.
We know that.
We know the
We know
history.
we all got it from one person who brought it over here.
Right.
Whether it's from him or through him.
Because there was a lot of fucking avenues.
Yes.
Through that one guy, for sure.
So shout out to that one dude.
Shout out to the one dude, because I'll tell you what,
That dude did it.
he revolutionized the game. Even
Yeah.
though
he put West Coast like really hardcore
he
on the
put
map.
the West Coast on the map
Map.
with the weed. And I gotta say this, even though he might not have had the initial formula to promote everything that the plant's potential was, he fucking brought it here.
Hey, and you know what? Thank you.
Real recognized real.
Thank you.
I
Hell
think
yeah.
I think your name is Josh D. Thank you for putting it on the plan.
Word up, man.
You know, we smoke this OG. We
smoke
smoke all shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's it's got to be good.
This chocolate is phenomenal.
the chocolate here. Let me trade you. Let me try it. You're over there bragging and shit. Damon Stargazer.
Oh, quiet
Oh,
the
you
whole time.
fucking killed the
So
whole
I killed
thing.
it. I killed it. I gave you the little half.
Oh, it is good though, even off this little last hit.
Yeah, it tastes phenomenal. I
Word
think I have
up.
another one back here. I'll light it up.
Word up, man. This has been a smokiest smoke box ever right here on
Pretty
the,
smoky.
Breaking records.
on the smoke box with the DNA genetics. You know, don't get with the frauds. Get with the gods.
Oh
That's
shit.
these guys right here. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that, use names and shit that are similar, but these guys are the guys. I know the same. You know what I'm saying? The DNA genetics in the motherfucking house. And we were smoking our joints on Funky Field Tips.
Only
Everyone.
Funky Field Tips.
Only.
The one and only, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you check those out. Where can they get at you guys to follow the movement?
Well, you never know when they'll delete us again off of Instagram.
Yeah.
So, DNAgenetics.com, DNA_genetics Instagram,
DNAarmy.com.
Mass Genetics. You can get a hold of us at DNA Genetics there. We'll always have a home there.
Yeah, and if you're in Amsterdam ever, anybody, come through the shop. We're still representing hard in fucking Amsterdam. So if you're looking for some decent shit, at least we'll point you in the right direction.
Or just ask the good doctor. He'll know where to find us.
Doctor knows where to fucking, direct you to. Leave comments, subscribe to the channel. You better get yourself some DNA genetics, anything. It's been another Smokebox. Peace to you.
Let me welcome you to the smoke box. Windows up, couple in rotation. Hot boxed out about 3 or 4